I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Please pardon the noise in the background, I'm running a tumbler. Different project. David Chapman and I got to talking about pen blanks, and he mentioned that certain kinds of exotic woods just aren't available to him. I thought, well, they're laying in the firewood pile. Why not make a few? So I'm taking this unknown maker 4-tooth per inch rip saw and cutting some blanks out of this piece of firewood. Gonna take a little bit of doing, but seems to be working okay. This is a piece of catalpa, and I thought it'd make a good pen blank. When I turned it for making bowls, it had kind of an iridescent sheen to it when you put a finish on it. It's really nice looking wood when it's polished up. Thought it would make some good pen blanks. Now the pen blanks need to be 5 inches by 1 inch square. What I've done so far is rip down the length of this piece of wood . 5 inches. I'm going to cut this particular piece 6 inches so that I got a little room to trim it. Won't do me a whole lot of good. To cut it and have it be too short. We'll take the D8 crosscut, see if I can't go down through this. the nice thing about having the sawtill right here. Easy enough to pick the saws up. Does a nice job. I can see that I'm going to have to go over those two that I sharpened a long time ago, because I've gotten better at it. Well, there's three pieces with quite an interesting figure in them. They're not exactly 1 inch square, but hopefully, as long as I leave them a little thick, David will be able to do something with them. That one's got a knot in it, but it's a good solid knot. And it does make a nice swirling pattern to the grain. These are the two that I'm going to send. I'm going to be ripping some more pen blanks out of this mulberry. See if I can't get at least 3 of them out of it. They need to be 1 inch square. And 5 inches long. We'll use this Keystone pacemaker. Put a good grip on it in the wood vise there. A couple of reference lines makes it easier to rip down straight. Up until I learned how to sharpen them, I used to think a handsaw was a lot of work. Not really. This 5.5 tooth rip saw going down through there pretty easily. This mulberry is harder than a brick. It's really, really light, but it doesn't break easily at all. It's yellow in color, but as it sits in the sunlight, it gradually turns a darker brown until it gets to be a, oh, kind of like a coffee with cream in it color. Now the rest of this just goes in the fireplace. I'm just going to trim this part down. Now this is American walnut, black walnut. Certainly can smell it when you're cutting it. It's got a distinctive acidic odor. Not too bad for a $10 saw. When I picked it up, it was in a stack of saws. Marked $10. I thought, well, it looks like it's in pretty good condition. So I brought it home, sharpened it up. This is one that I sharpened when I was down at Burgess Antiques doing the demonstration. And it has turned out to be a really, really nice saw. It's a K3 Keystone pacemaker made by Diston out of Canada. And these are 1960s saws. They're a second line for Diston, but they made really good steel. They hold an edge remarkably well. Whenever I find a Keystone saw, I try and buy it. I'm getting into the, starting to cut into the heartwood of the tree, and it's twisting a little bit on me. So I'm just going to drive a wedge in there. You can see that the saw blade loosened up. There, with very little effort, I just cut out 4 pen blanks. This particular chunk of wood came from the fence row of my house over by Union City. The trees were being trimmed out by the neighboring farmer, and he left the tops lay there. Said I could have whatever I wanted. So I picked up some nice pieces, none of them very long. I don't think any of them was over 3 feet. But I do turning, and I thought I could get some bowls out of them, which I did. And this was just a piece that was left laying over. And when I talked to David about making pen blanks, I thought of this. I thought, well, it's not worth anything to me, but if he can get some good out of it, that's great. Now the thing I like about using a rip saw to do this, the rip saw wants to cut straight. I'm able to take this piece of wood and square it up fairly easily. Two pieces of catalpa, two pieces of mulberry, and 3 pieces of walnut. That's all I can fit in the box. That means I have 1 pen blank left over, but that's okay. Better to have too much than not enough. Now I just need to go print up a shipping label and we're good to go. Question for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.